It was an honour. It was an absolute honour to be a part of. It's one of the best buzzes of an act that I've ever had.
Welcome everybody to episode 48 of WatchRoss, the one where the levels of Christmasness are reaching
boiling point.
So, welcome to the last episode of WatchRoss in 2018, but it's going to be a freaking cracker. Oh, it's a Christmas cracker of an episode. Two things before we begin. I'm going to introduce you to Phil, who's going to be the guest lead of WatchRoss episode 48. But I'm going to introduce you to Phil in a second, because before that, I want to show off a little bit. Check this out. Alexa, turn the Christmas tree lights off. Nice. Alexa, turn the Christmas tree lights on. 150 quid, well spent. Right, next up, you will have seen me just showing Phil there some Timpo, an episode of Timpo. For those who are regular viewers of the vlog, you'll know that I've basically spent the last year voicing the voice of a little blue guy called Timpo in a brand new animation for CBeebies. It's going to be massive. We've done 78 episodes of it. It came out, episode 1 on December the 10th.
Hey, Timpo.
Hello, Dudpo. Cool invention, Hackpo!
If you're watching this in December or January, December 2018 or January 2019, you'll be able to get it on iPlayer, but it's going to be available like all year. We're putting 78 episodes out throughout 2019. If you've got kids, I was going to say 2 to 6 or whatever, but if you've got kids of any age, you've got kids.
Yeah, it's 16 months, you'll watch that.
Hell yeah. Get all your kids watching Timpo, please. We've basically put our hearts and souls into it and need like massive viewing figures so we can get a 4th series out of it. Thanks very much for that. Right, Phil. Let's talk about you for a second. So, Phil is here. Phil's an actor. He's also a director as well, branching out more into directing. We met at an acting event a couple of months ago, and we were both on a panel at an acting event, Manchester Casting Social. Shout out to you if you're an actor in the North. And Phil was telling me about the short films he'd been making. He's made one short film, and then he was writing and wanted to direct his second short film. And it was this one that just like, I was like, sounds incredible. Me and Petch have got to come down to the set when you're filming this and film behind the scenes of it. It's not your ordinary run-of-the-mill film. There's a lot of unique selling points within it. And I really wanted to cover it because I've seen the people who I think are winning. All of them, you not even think. You know, the people who are really winning in the industry in 2018, the people making their own stuff. Rachel Shenton, who you've seen on the vlog, won an Oscar this year for making her first, her first short film. Won an Oscar for it. But ultimately, I think if you're waiting for other people to put you in stuff, you're just losing. You know, if you're waiting for people to give you permission to be in their stuff and you're not creating your own, giving yourself permission to put yourself out there, then you're going to just find like it much harder to have success in this industry. The film is called Boiling Point. That's why we're making the puns on boiling points. Before, tell us what Boiling Point is, Phil, and some of those unique little things within it that make it so special.
So, Boiling Point is a short film that I've written about a chef who is struggling with addiction and a bit of mental health in the workplace. So, I've worked as a chef for 10 years, and you know, I've had my struggles in the past myself, you know, and I wanted to get something down on paper that, you know, sort of, because in that industry, people don't realise that when they're eating a lovely meal, the back of house is just, sometimes it's just pandemonium. And people in that industry self-medicate now and again. You know, it's stressful and whatnot, so they do, that's how they sort of get through it. So I wanted to get something down, and I was away in Lithuania doing a TV thing, and I had the idea. So I immediately rang a writer friend of mine who loved the idea, and he put it down on paper, and he basically wrote the script with me, and we did it together. And then I sort of contacted my DOP and said, look, this is the next one that I want to do. What do you think? What are your thoughts? Have you got any ideas about how we could shoot it? I've got some ideas. And he said, we'll shoot it in one take. 15 minutes in one continuous take. And I was like, oh, I started to sweat. I was thinking, this is my second short film. Are you allowed to do that? So that's how it came about. The film is about a chef suffering with addiction. We follow him through his shift, let's say, for 15 minutes. In and out of the restaurant. He's called out to the restaurant to some complaining customers. He's constantly getting pecked by his staff about, is this okay, chef? Is that okay, chef? Chef can have some time off over Christmas. It's just pressure, building and building and building. And all the time you don't realise that he's actually self-medicating throughout the whole thing. I was chatting to an actor friend of mine about it, and he sort of watched the trailer for Seconds Out, which is the first short film I did, which is about a young boxer suffering from mental health, written by Robbie O'Neill, which is it's amazing. He watched the trailer and loved it, and then he sort of said to me, what are you up to next? I was like, well, I've got this sort of idea that I want to do, and I basically pitched it to him. I didn't mean to pitch it to him, but I just did. I was excited about it, Yeah. And he said, my God, you've got to play that part. That's the part for you, And I was like, yeah, I do, but I kind of don't at the same time, because I want to focus on directing it. I don't want to just... Because it's such a challenging piece to direct, I don't want to put myself in it as well, because I don't want to put those two hats on, so I said that to him, and he was like, well, who are you going to get to play it? I was like, well, I don't know, I need to get someone right and who's good and who understands and can fully immerse themselves in that role, and because it's all going to be improvised as well. So he said, well, I'll do it if you'll have me. I was like, what? And he was like, as long as you can shoot it in December. This is 3 months ago, by the way. As long as you shoot it in December, because that's when I'm free. And I was like, okay, yeah, we'll shoot it in December then. Yeah, you want to play the part? He's like, yeah, I love it. I think it's incredible, and I'd love to be involved in it. That was Stephen Graham, which is just, oh man, I'm still pinching myself. Stephen's a friend of mine. But I never thought in a million years, even last year, I would never have thought that I'd be doing this film with him. I've always wanted to direct. I've always thought about doing it, but I've always thought, I can't do that. I mean, how do I make that transition? How can I be a director? You know what I mean? I know I've worked on sets for 20 years. I know how it works, but I can't I'm just an actor, aren't I? But you can.
Doing it.
But you really can, and it's I'm grateful and passionate about it, and I feel like what you said earlier is so right. You just got to get off your backsides and don't sit around and wait for people to do things for you. Just get out there and do it. Mm-hmm. So that's it. Yeah, and in 4 days' time I'll be on set with Stephen Graham, Jonas, Armstrong, all these amazing actors, and I can't wait. And you'll be there, mate.
I can't wait. I'll be there. Petch will be there. And you know what? It's even better. You lot will be there. We will be taking you behind the scenes of all of this in 4 days' time. It's going to be Sunday. It's Tuesday as we're filming this right now, so you ain't got that long to prepare. Yeah. Hopefully we're not going to ruin it and get... Oh, you know what? We're probably going to get in the back of the shot as extras, though, yeah? Yeah. We're going to be that. Not with a camera, though. Yeah. We'll be in that, so we can show you that. But yeah, we'll have a little meal. But I just hope that it inspires those watching. The reason I really wanted to do this, and I think it's a great episode to end the year on, is that there's a lot of people watching this, and you've all got stories. I think everyone's got a story to tell. Absolutely. And you're waiting for permission from someone else for you to tell your story, and that is bullshit. You only need permission from yourself. So if you've got something in your head and you've been wanting to create it and make it, hopefully this is going to be maybe the moment, I really hope, that's going to kick you in the ass and say, listen, in 2019 you've got to make this a reality. So I'm super excited about it. We're at simmering point right now. In 4 days' time, you're going to be at boiling point. And in 4 seconds' time, for you don't even have to wait for it. You two are going to be at boiling point. Petch, are you ready? Yeah. Let's make it happen. So, here we are. It's Sunday. It is shoot day. Me and Petch are here at Trafford Catering College. Crew are turning up. Cast are due in about an hour. I can see Barantini up there. It's freaking freezing. And you know what they say, Petch? If you can't handle the cold, get in the kitchen. Come on. We've warmed up. We're in the bloody kitchen. It's actually really hot. Everything is on here, Petch. Be careful. Like, I'll put my hand on something in a minute.
Yeah, don't do that.
Phil's here. A couple of minutes because I know you're busy.
Yeah.
How have the last 2 days been? You've been rehearsing for this over the last couple of days.
Last 2 days. Last time I saw you, it was a few days to go, and then we got here on Friday. We've been rehearsing. We done a huge dress rehearsal yesterday on camera. We filmed it. We made a load of notes about the mainly technical things. All the actors have got it boxed down. They know what they're doing.
Do you?
Yeah. It feels like, honestly, from coming up with the idea 3 months ago to then writing the script to then Matt the DOP getting involved and saying let's do it all in one take, to like being here on Friday and now sort of building those layers of getting these actors and turning them into actual chefs. We've got real chefs here who are at the top of the game. Ellis Barry, who won Great British Menu this year.
Oh, right.
He's here as well. He's been helping out. And we've basically turned actors into chefs in 2 days. And watching it back yesterday, they've literally switched their mindset and they just know what they're doing. It's just phenomenal to watch it, like, honestly.
Well,
it feels
hopefully,
real.
they're going to be cooking up a storm. I'm full of cliches today. But they can cook for us, Petch. I've not had any breakfast yet.
Yeah.
So we'll go and get a brew. Caster joining us in what, an hour?
An hour, yes. Yeah.
We're going to go. We'll get the stick mic out, so we're not just mic'd up on this, Petch.
Yeah.
And we'll go and harass some of the cast. And then we're going to hang out with you around the monitor and just watch this magic take place.
Yeah.
It's exciting. Brew time. Alicia, second AD, and also actress though, so you're not just AD in it, you're in it.
I am.
What's the job of a second AD?
The job of a second AD is to write the call sheet, to make everyone knows where they're going, when they're going, and to get all the background extras. So that's what I've been sourcing. That's been like my main challenge, is to get extras to do this and be involved.
You've got 43 of them to look after. That's got to be the most you've ever had to look after, surely.
Oh God.
Oh, your radio's going. What's happening now? This is live. Are you confident this 16-minute one-shot shoot is going to go to plan today? What time will we be wrapping? Are you confident it's all going to go smoothly?
I am confident it's going to go smoothly, yeah. Everyone has done so much work into their characters, the chefs and everything, and we've got real chefs who've been teaching the actors, and everyone's loving the improvisation. The energy's really up, and we should wrap about 9 o'clock, hopefully. Maybe earlier. I feel like we might smash it out in one.
Smash it out in one. No pressure. Here we are. Right, everybody's coming in now. So, main man Steve's here. We've got Christina's here, Jade's here. Christina plays Vicky, Jade plays Nicole. She's modelling a character on Nicole Scherzinger, yeah?
Yeah, cool.
Absolutely. This microphone's lethal. Right, so as people walk in, you guys have been rehearsing the last 2 days.
Yeah.
What's been, like, because it's improvised, it's done in one shot. What's been the most challenging thing over the last 2 days for you, Christina?
I think just making sure everything's on the right beat, because we've got like a specific time, and obviously if one person gets it wrong we have to start all over again, so it's just like knowing what everyone's doing at the same time, even if we can't see.
Yep.
So we're like thinking in my head, okay, this is happening, walking through, and then living in the moment, and then boom.
Living in the moment, and then boom. Jade, most difficult thing for you, or is it the same things like, or what's been the most exciting thing about it all being improv? It's totally different to any other acting job you've probably done before.
Yeah, I love improv. I think it's just so free and natural. Like, you haven't got to remember any specific lines. You have certain things you got to, hit, but it's not, bum, 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 bum. You can kind of have a bit more of a play with it, and it's not exactly, how's I put it? It's not as strict.
I'm going to stop vox popping for a minute. They're just about to do a run-through of the whole thing, but like super slow, one last time before they actually go for a take. So it's going to get very busy in here, Petch. I'm going to get out of the way. You capture the magic.
That door, you switch on, yeah? I need to be on in my kitchen. There's 20 kids out there that I can give your fucking job to. Do you know what I mean? So switch on, yeah? Crack on and clean that fucking surface.
So instead of giving them a knife back, slam the fucking down and clean that fucking surface, right? Yeah? 20 kids that can do your job.
Yeah?
Sorry, sir.
Clean that fucking surface. Get it clean, yeah?
just seen, Phil, brought you some lights, by the way, as well. We're doing this proper pro now.
Is that the sun up there?
It looks like it. It's like hotter than the sun in here.
Yeah.
We've just seen a really slow walkthrough of everything.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to give any of the plot away. I'm absolutely in awe at just how complex the shoot is, in terms of there are literally dozens of points where if things don't happen at the right time, it would stop the take, and we're doing this in one take.
Yeah.
I'm really like discovering in life that like I've got to stop being a perfectionist, right? And I struggle, Petrol know with this, how many takes we do of all these different things, right? At what point does perfectionism have to go out of the window? Because you might be watching on the monitor now going, oh, do you know what? Maybe that just wasn't quite in, that plate wasn't quite in, that could have been better. But you've got to let that go and go, actually, you know what, it's good enough.
Well, to be honest, yeah, you do, but at the same time, well, that's why we've been rehearsing for the last 2 days. I wanted to rehearse. It's like it's a muscle memory, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even not just for the actors, but for the camera, for everybody that's doing any type of movement. But look, if we're in the moment and the actors are smashing it and we miss a tiny beat that's not integral to the story, then we just carry on. So, I've got such professional actors on this. Like, I mean, these guys know what they're doing.
It's one of the most collaborative things I've ever seen as well. It's like, everybody, like you're like directing it, but everybody's having an input. There's no hierarchy.
It wouldn't work any other way.
Yeah, no, there's no like, I get the last say. You're like in actors, with, some have got more experience, some have got less experience. Everybody's working together.
Yeah. And that's what we said on the very, very, very first day when we all arrived here. Stephen and myself, Stephen stood up and he said, look, this is we're a family now. We do everything together. This is us. We don't, I'm not, just because I've got more to do doesn't mean that it's my film. It's our film, and he's totally right. It wouldn't work any other way.
Yeah.
The guys who are the real chefs who are making all the food and making it look real and like a real working kitchen, they're integral to it. Anyway, I wouldn't have been able to do any of this without them. Yeah. Because it's all well and good having the film and the general Joe public can watch it and go, wow, that was a lovely film in the kitchen, amazing. But for me personally, we've won when we get real chefs going. They're all chefs. That's actually real,
It's amazing, man. Right, I'm going to let you go, get some water.
Thanks, man.
Relax.
See you later. See you on the other side.
We're going to see you on the other side, man. All the best.
Nice one.
Everybody's really professional.
Yeah.
So everybody's supporting everybody. If something happens, then okay, we all stop, we carry on. But we all want it to be perfect in there.
We all have that one piece of the jigsaw. But when we all come together, all of a sudden you've got that nice big picture.
I'm not thinking about the people watching the monitors. I'm thinking about what I'm seeing, and if I like it, and then if I am happy with the frames. I'm not. If I was thinking about what other people were looking at, I would freak out and lose my shit. So,
Grace, how many completed takes do you think we're going to be looking at for this shoot, and then which of those completed takes do you think we're going to have as the final, the final pick?
Okay, I'm going to go 3 and 3.
I don't think you'll do more than 4.
Right.
Because the performances will drop after 4.
5 and 5.
4 and 2.
6 and 3.
Right, so I don't know who won the sweepstake. I can't remember who said what, but it was 3 takes.
Okay, I'm going to go 3 and 3.
Jonas, Armstrong, Steve Graham. Don't need any introductions. Going to start with you, Steve. This ain't going to be the first time like you've ad-libbed or you've like improvised, a piece. Okay, I guess I heard Shane Meadows likes a lot of ad-libbing and a lot of impro in This Is England. That's obviously going to come with, some issues though. As opposed to having a set script. At what point in the process do you kind of lock in, going, right, you know what, we're ad-libbing and we're going to improv the scene, but at this point, right, I need to lock in exactly what I've done. Just what are the pros and cons of that, really?
I've got a bit of experience of doing it before, but what was great, what Phil did, is he kind of broke it down into little sections, didn't he? Little units, little sections, and he was meticulous about it. We had like section 1, section 2, and it was bits that we were going through during the story. And then we'd work on them little bits, and then we'd move on to the next bit, and then we'd have that bit, then we'd go back to the beginning and do all 3 of them bits together, then you'd move down the order. So when it came to it, we had a real structure to what we were going to do, but then that also allowed for more creativity to happen as we were doing it, you know what I mean? But we had a skeleton structure, and then we just embellished it and just kept it going.
Yeah. Honestly, I can't wait for you guys to see it. Incredible. Jonas, I was just saying outside, Phil, I was like, it almost felt to me that today happened like it was too easy, right? But it was not easy. What I've just seen you do, right, what I've seen you do was not easy. I had absolute faith from the start that you could do this, but seeing like the first run through this morning, I was like, there's still almost like a lot of little minutiae to kind of like to nail and really iron out. Just tell us a bit about the prep, because you looked like a chef, right? Obviously, that's the idea of this. Ellis, the chef who you got in to consult, Ellis Barry, obviously did a great job. Just tell us about like your prep.
Well, my prep basically, before coming into this, I could barely boil an egg, like you even say. Do you know what I mean? But on the very first night, we went to the Midland Hotel, and we were fortunate enough to get into 3 different kitchens, all of which had different levels of craziness. The first was very calm, and then it just built up to where there was almost like a kind of controlled kind of manicness about it. So that was the prep that we had. That was the kind of feel that we wanted in that particular kitchen. But the prep we had was with the lads who were, seasoned professionals. Do you know what I mean? And they showed us just the intricacies and how delicate that these chefs are. It's an art form with these guys, and they take very, very... there's a lot of pride at stake for them. Stephen's character's name is on the front of the restaurant. I'm the sous chef. Do you know what I mean? I've got a lot of stake. I want to carry on in his footsteps. So everything is very particular. So that's why they're so... get not angered, but it's just a passion comes through, and if that comes through in rage or anger, they're used to it. Do you know what I mean? You hear chefs like Gordon Ramsay and there's so many professional chefs. It's born out of passion, basically. So we had loads of prep in abundance, but it was in a limited time, so we had to really focus on it. But it was just we were in very safe, capable hands, and we were very fortunate and lucky. But that's all down to. It's all down to Phil, basically. So, boom, there's the microphone.
Well, let's get on to you then, mate. Second short film. Yeah. First one was a bit of a smash. This, boys, I'm not going to put any pressure on you, but I reckon it's probably got like a BAFTA written on it, to be honest with you. I'm just going to put that out there. From your lips to go. From my lips, yeah, let's get on the Oscar shortlist and we'll win that as well. But for you, second short film, this is obviously, I'm going to use a kitchen analogy, it's probably lit a fire underneath your passion for filmmaking now. The reason we did this vlog in the first place was to inspire other actors out there to start creating their own material, to stop asking for permission from other people and actually just give themselves permission to do shit. What would you say to like everyone out there who's like maybe making excuses for one thing or another this year about why they can't produce their stuff? You've done it once, you've done it twice, I'm guessing you're going to do it again. Just what would you say to all those who are like, are teetering on the edge but haven't quite committed?
I'd just say, just be confident in yourself and your abilities, and don't sort of. You're obviously going to get knocks down, and people are going to. Not everybody's going to like what you do. Yeah. Everybody's a critic these days, and not everybody likes the same thing. So, just be confident in your abilities, and that was one of the things that I wasn't for years. I knew that I wanted a bit to direct eventually, and I knew that I could do it, but I wasn't confident in making that step and making the leap into it. I didn't sort of believe in myself, and then when I did Seconds Out, the first one, and sort of realized that it just felt like natural. I just felt like this was my thing that's my calling. So I would just say to anybody, just believe in yourself and just get out there and do it. Make the short films, get a camera, just make stuff on your own. Learn about shots, learn about the technicalities, learn about actors, watch films, watch actors, watch performances, and just do it. Just do it. But you've got to put the work in, otherwise, you can't just sit on your backside and wait for someone.
Yep. Don't sit on your backside. Last question, you boys coming out to cook Christmas dinner or what?
No. Our Dean's making it. What I'd like to say, if I could just add to that.
Take the mic.
If I could just add to that a little bit. What he did was he created an atmosphere for us all to be able to play, do you know what I mean? And to me, it's in the title, director. You know, you direct things and you move the structure of it and you make it come alive and you help it. But I think with his background as an actor, he really gives us a sense of freedom, do you know what I mean? Yeah. And for me, you know, I'm very blessed that I get to do some really good work. But with this, I've never felt as much of I know it's a cliche, but I've never felt as much of a part as a team as I did in there. Do you know what I mean?
At the end, like it was like we just won the bleeding World Cup. You know, that was just jubilation. We're like, come on!
And it really was, you know,
all done in one take.
All done in one take, and the pressure was on every single one of us. It was on every single one of us. We were all massive pieces of a jigsaw in there. Do you know what I mean? And what he helped was he created that framework and got that structure and a DOP. What a fantastic shout to do it all in one go. But we were all pieces of a jigsaw, and without any single piece, that wouldn't have worked. You know what I mean? So it was an honour. It was an absolute honour to be a part of. It's one of the best buzzes of an actor I've ever had. Really was.
It's been an honour for us, like, spectating this, guys. Seriously, like, best of luck with it. I just hope everybody who's like watched this episode has been inspired. You will suffocate your excuses in 2019. You know, if you've got an idea in your head, like Phil had, put it on paper. If you know what, as well, if you can't put it on paper, you didn't even write the script, right? This was something that's really interesting. You didn't write the script. You gave the idea to a writer. He wrote a framework. You guys effectively wrote the script.
We all did it together. Collectively as a unit, we did it all together. It was a complete ensemble, every sense of the word, you know what I mean? Completely.
Yeah. So yeah, you know, get together with people who can make it happen. If you really want it, I'll say it one more time this year. If you really want it, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. We're going to be back in 2019 with plenty more vlogs. Yeah, get out there, make stuff happen, have a fantastic Christmas, an amazing New Year. And boys, if you will oblige, the countdown, 3, 2, 1, and you know the catchphrase, yeah? What is it? Bye for now, yeah?
Oh,
Bye for now. Right, in 3, 2, 1. Bye for now.
Fresh out the oven, melting your mouth, kind of loving. Bon appetit, baby.
Thank you so much for watching this episode. It really would mean the world to me if you would leave a comment telling me what you enjoyed and what you would like to see more of next time. If you want to catch more episodes, head over to facebook.com/WatchRoss or youtube.com/WatchRoss. Make sure you subscribe and turn your notifications on. I'll be back real soon. Bye for now. Aston, I've heard you're in charge of the mackerel. Tell us all about it.
Well, mackerel's my job. I've got to do some skinning, some filleting, some boning, some... To be honest, I don't...
Some boning?
Yeah, you've got to, first of all, you've got to chop into the fish, and you've got to right to the bone, and you've got to skin it, and then you've got to flip it and do the same on the other side, so you can't go too far in. So, to be honest, I don't fully know what I'm doing. I've watched it a couple of times, I've had a few goes. I don't feel fully confident, but the good thing is, I'm not supposed to, because I don't know what I'm doing. Steven's the pro. He's going to come in, give me a bollock.
That's fine.
Give me a bollocking, and then I get another go, and then I get it better the next time round.
There you go. So basically, Aston's not that great at boning. Steve Graham's going to show him how it's done.